name is Muhammad Abdullah Muhammad. I'm originally from Ethiopia, and I came from Canada. I came to Syria in 2013, and at the time I came through Turkey into Idlib. When I reached Idlib, I joined a group there called Al-Muhajirin wal-Ansar, and this group then gave bay'ah to the Islamic State. Afterwards, we were in the Halab countryside, the Aleppo countryside. From there, we moved to Raqqa, the city of Raqqa, and we were there for a few years. From Raqqa, when the coalition was targeting Raqqa, we moved to the city of Al-Mayadin. From Al-Mayadin, we moved to the area called Ash-Shamiyya, specifically Al-Mujawida, and from there we crossed the river and were in the area of Al-Jazira, specifically in Al-Gharanij. From Gharanij, we came here to the area of Sha'fa and specifically Al-Mubadran. I was captured by Majlis Deir az-Zor al-Askari, the Deir az-Zor Military Council. I was captured by them after attacking one of their points and entering into a gun battle with them. After they called me to surrender myself, I surrendered myself. And from there, after they called me to surrender myself, I surrendered myself. The situation in the Islamic State currently as it is that the Islamic State has made insihab to the area of Asusa and Marashta and what's after Marashta and so on. Basically, many of the soldiers have taken their families there, and after taking their families to a safe place, they had the intention to come back and fight. I have seen soldiers from various countries who are still present, countries such as Russia, Tajikistan, Tunisia, the area of the Arabian Peninsula, countries such as Trinidad, and so on. The situation there is that it's become very crowded, and many of the people, both civilians and soldiers, have basically decided to leave and to try and find a way to Turkey using smugglers. In terms of the Islamic State's capability to fight, in these past days, what I've seen myself is that there has been an increase in airstrikes to the point where they also target the areas that are outside the battlefield, apparently targeting strategic places, and also continuing their drone strikes as well. This has apparently put a bit of pressure in that what I've noticed is that the soldiers are not fighting open so much, but rather are restricting themselves to small groups and are resorting to tunnels and trenches and so on. In terms of the general situation is that the market is extremely crowded and busy, and as I mentioned, there are many people intending to leave, and so they're selling their goods for cheap prices and their food as well. Prior to that, there was the Hisar, the siege, which made it difficult in terms of food, and it seems to me that the soldiers have secured for themselves a good quantity of food in order so that they can continue fighting. At the moment, it seems to me that based on what I've seen of the crowdedness over in Susa and the fact that there's still the territory from Susa all the way to Bahuz, it seems to me that the numbers of the soldiers are still, I wouldn't say in the hundreds. If I had to guess, I would say probably in the thousands. And again, as I've heard, many of them are trying to leave. With regards to the women fighting, as I know, as I'm aware, and what I was told back in Raqqa, is that there is a general rule against women fighting here in the Islamic State. However, there are some exceptions. An exception was made in Gharanij, and there were some women fighting, but the general rule is usually that they don't fight. With regards to the women of the YPG fighting, this was for us nothing strange in particular, because back when we were in the Halab countryside, before going to Raqqa, when we were in Sirrin, we would see the YPG positions. We would be told that they had female snipers who were strong snipers, and so this was, since then it was nothing new to us. And also given the fact that in general, given that we come from the West, it's not surprising for us to see female soldiers, since we see this also in Western nations such as Canada, America, Britain, and so on.